Hello and good evening. My name is Storm Britt, a health and physical education and recreation major at Virginia State University with a minor in health science. Today, I'm going to be diving into the world of dynamic stretching. According to Mark Kovac in the book entitled Dynamic Stretching, dynamic flexibility is the available range of motion during active movements and therefore requires voluntary muscle actions. An athlete's range of motion is typically greater dynamically than statically. With that quote in mind, what could be a better warm-up for dynamic movement than dynamic stretching itself? Also, based off of my findings from athletes and physical therapists from IvyRehab.com, dynamic warm-ups are an integral part of any warm-up, regardless of fitness level or activity. And on top of that, it can boost athletic performance, increase blood flow, and potentially improve muscle performance. Today I also have with me my girlfriend, and on top of that, my client for today, Jadasia. During this workout, I'll probably adjust the camera accordingly, but for right now, it's gonna stay right here. And I'm gonna actually demonstrate, well, she's gonna do the demonstration for most of the stretches, but I'll show her how to do it first, and then she'll just go ahead and do it. Throughout these stretches and workouts, I'll explain the anatomical and physiological things that are occurring throughout the movements. So yeah, let's go ahead and right here. Let's keep it down. So starting off, we'll start with the squat. We're going to do 3 sets of these with 10. I'm going to demonstrate first, and then she's going to do it. So feet about shoulder width apart. Right. And drop it down to about a 90-degree angle. Hands out, and then come up 10 times. Pretty easy. Yep, let's go. So with the squat, you can see here, make sure you bounce off your heels. You can see here, this is working the sagittal plane of the body, and it is also working the knees and the hips through flexion and extension. That's your next set. Right here, knee flexion, extension, knee flexion, extension, knee flexion, extension. So just go ahead and do one more set. Just do it one last time. Knee flexion, knee extension, knee extension, knee flexion, knee extension, knee flexion. So on and so forth. Next up, what we have planned is high knees. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate real quick. I'm just going to have her go from this elliptical bike to the doorway, and probably have her do it just once. So pretty easy. I'm actually going to go ahead and adjust the camera so we can get the full picture here. There we go. Try and be serious, man. All right. I'm gonna demonstrate one more time with this angle. Facing this way. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Yep, ready to go. Go ahead and do one more set, just so I can give an explanation of what's actually working in the movement. So go ahead and do it one more time. There and back. So once again, this movement is within the sagittal plane of the body, with the flexion and extension of the knee once again, like that. Like you can see here, flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion. Now that one's done. We'll cool off here. Now have her just do some leg swings. She's smiling, she's having fun. Go ahead and demonstrate right here. Keep her straight posture. Leg all the way back. Leg all the way forward. And just go back and forth. Just do that for about 30 seconds. Each side. Get a little rest in there too. You can go farther back than that. There we go. That was it right there. Five more seconds. There we go. All right, other side. Oh, it's not recording. Hold on. It wasn't recording. It's all good. No, you're good, you're good. It wasn't catching it, but it's all good. It's the last part of it. You go ahead and explain what this is working right here. So just go for about 10 more seconds on that side. So with this, the leg swings are working the frontal portion of the body, and that being the adduction and abduction of the hip. So you can see as she was going back and forth, hip abduction and abduction was occurring throughout the movement. Okay, so next we have lunges. Same thing as the high knees. I'm just gonna have you go from this elliptical to the door. I have to go all the way down here, and bounce up forward. And then back. Make sure this is over. Nice. Perfect, perfect. So right here, this is occurring in the sagittal plane through flexion of and extension of the hip and knee joints once again. So right there, flexion. As she stands up, it's extension. So as she goes down, it's flexion. As she comes up, it's extension. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So right here, take another rest. So while we're resting, do some arm circles. Arms straight up. Keep a straight posture, straight spine. And then just go forward, small circles, for about 10 seconds. And then forward, big circles, for about 10 seconds. Right here, what is occurring is circumduction of the shoulders. Then go ahead and just do 10 seconds, small circles backwards, and then 10 seconds, small circles, or big circles backwards. And then same thing, just circumduction of the shoulder. And all that is basically take all the movements, combine them together, and you got circumduction. This is also occurring in the sagittal plane. So next, we have standing toe taps. We go ahead and demonstrate. Same thing, I'm just gonna have you come all the way down here. Come all the way back to the left. Legs straight out. Pretty simple stuff. Got it? Nice, nice. Here we go, smile. Uh-oh, blocking the camera. Oops. So what that was working was the sagittal plane through flexion and extension of the knee joints. Next, we have jumping jacks. I think you all know how to do jumping jacks, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll start off first. And then she'll begin. Do about 2 sets for 30 seconds. Here we go. I'm gonna have you work for this one. I'm gonna have you work for this one. Ten more seconds. So right here, this is working in the frontal plane through abduction and adduction of the arms and legs. One more set. Take a little rest in between. Nice, right back into it. So right there you can see, as she comes up, it's abduction of the shoulder, and as she goes down, it's adduction of the shoulder. So last but not least, in this workout, we have hip circles. So I'm just gonna have her bring around town, clockwise. Clockwise for 30 seconds. And then counterclockwise. Right here, this is working the transverse plane and circumduction of the hip joints. Counterclockwise. Ten more seconds. Done. I don't know what else to do, really.
How many minutes?
It's 16.
That's fine.
All right, so dynamic stretching, part 2, Storm Britt, Jadeja, back at it again. We're gonna start back with some similar workouts from earlier, along with a couple new ones. Just with this time, I'm just gonna actually point out the muscle groups and specific muscles these dynamic stretches are working and warming up. So we're just gonna get started with jumping jacks. So now we're gonna demonstrate first, just like earlier, same thing. About 10 seconds. Actually, no, make it 30, make it 30. 30 seconds. Let's go. Just be one set for all of these. So let's lock in. Let's ride it, let's ride it. Here we go. 10 more seconds, let's go. It's only one set for all these, so we can make it count, baby. All right. And what that was just working was the shoulders, the calves, and the quadriceps. So now, right back into it. Take you a little rest while I demonstrate. Same thing from earlier, body weight squats. Give me 10, baby. Let's go. Come on, lock in, lock in, lock in. 2, 3, perfect. 4. And what this is working is gluteus maximus, the quads, and the calves. As well as the hamstrings. So once again, you got your quads, the calves, the gluteus maximus, and you got your hamstrings. Banging them out, banging them out. Once again, just like earlier, high knees. We're gonna shorten up the distance this time though, so I'm just gonna have another little machine right here to the elliptical instead of all the way to the void. So high knees. Bounce up off your toes. Bring them knees up. Here we go. Good morning, good morning. And what that was working was the calves. So as she's bouncing up off her toes, she's working her calves, as you see here. Full length of motion, working the calves. And the quadriceps as she jumps up. So right here and right there. Bring it back, arm circles. We're gonna shorten the time up this time, so about 10 seconds with the shorties in the front. 10 seconds, the longies. And we'll start from there. Let's go. All right, switch it up. Do the back, do the back. There we go. Nice. All right. Well, that was working. Was the shoulders, the pectoralis, as well as the latissimus dorsi, so in the back. Right around where your thoracic is located. Stretching that out, warming that up. So then, next we got the lunges. So just like before, just gonna shorten up the distance a little bit. Raise the camera, just so y'all can see. Same thing right there. Let's go. There we go. That's what we like to see. Yep. Very similar to the squat. This is working the quadriceps and the hamstrings and the gluteus maximus. So I already showed y'all where all that's located. Last, but certainly not least, we got the plank with the shoulder tabs. Alrighty. Last one, so we're gonna make this one count. And make sure this camera actually can record this. Alright, that's good. Last but certainly not least, we got the planks and the shoulder tabs. I'm gonna take these, I wasn't gonna do 10 free sides, but it's gonna be 5 taps free sides. So 1, just like that. Pretty easy. Let's go, last one, let's make them count. Easy money. This is for all the marbles right here. Keep it tight, keep it tight. So with this, it's working the shoulders and the core. Is that 5 free sides? That was a little quick. That was a little quick.
That was 5.
So with that, it's working the core, your stabilizers in the core, and your shoulders. So a quick conclusion on static stretching. I'm just going to restate some facts I included earlier, and on top of that, just include some general knowledge and general facts about dynamic stretching, along with a few about static stretching. So with dynamic stretching versus static stretching, of course, dynamic stretching involves the active movements that mimic the motions of the activity or sport you're preparing for. And it is different from static stretching, where you hold a stretch in a fixed position. Dynamic stretching can increase blood flow to the muscles being used, which can enhance muscle performance and reduce the risk of injury. It can improve the range of motion, and also is a great warm-up component that can often be used as a comprehensive warm-up routine alongside other components like cardio exercises. So coming from me, it's pretty recommended to include this as a warm-up for any athlete, bodybuilder of any caliber. Thank you and have a good day.